Hello, welcome to the new Era of Wealth Masterclass. I'm just going to jump on and make sure that we are live. We are live. Yes. What a vibe. Just going to tag everybody. What a vibe. Whoop. I can't. 2 seconds, ladies. Okay, amazing. Okay, welcome to the new Era of Wealth Masterclass. I am so excited that you are here, and I'm even more excited to be having this conversation with you because it is absolutely going to expand you. And I'm going to be sharing with you 3 strategies that will get you more clients ASAP. Now, I'm just going to pull up the comments. If you are here with me live, let me know how you're feeling today. What's your energy at? Are you super excited for this conversation? All of the things. Now, if you're new to my world, hello, welcome. I'm Kailah Lee. I've built 2 multi-6-figure businesses from scratch. I've done it whilst I've had little babies. I've done it over the last 10 years. And more recently, I built my second multi-6-figure business in less than 8 months, whilst I had 3 little boys under 4. I am the director and CEO of Perth's multi-award-winning bridal hairstylist team, Elegant Edge, and I am also a bridal and beauty business mentor and strategist. Now, if you get me in a room and you get me talking about how much is available to you and what is possible for you and the level of wealth and revenue that you can create in your business that doesn't sacrifice your family, doesn't sacrifice your boundaries, doesn't sacrifice you reaching burnout, I light up like a Christmas tree. There is nothing more that I love to talk about than fucking business growth, where you can create everything you desired in your lifetime. Can I get an amen? Does everybody feel lit up just from that topic? Do we feel lit up with this masterclass today? Let me know in the comments how you're feeling. Now, before we get started, I wanted to ask, because I love amen, if you could also just, beautiful, could you just click approve? I think that's what it is with StreamYard, because I can't see who it is. All I can see is Facebook user. So I want to be able to connect with you. Okay, so before we get started, I would love if you could take a screenshot throughout this masterclass and share it on your socials and tag me, because I love to see what your biggest aha moment is, what your biggest takeaway was, what your biggest lesson was that you've extracted from this conversation. But more importantly, I love to build connection with you on Instagram as well. I love to share you with my community. I also love to give away incredible experiences. So by tagging me on your Instagram, I'm going to be putting your name into the giveaway where you will have access to 30 days of Telegram with me one-on-one. This is valued at $999 and it's a fucking game changer if I'm going to be brutally honest. 30 days with me in Telegram can shift everything for you. Okay, so now we've got that all started. I want to talk to you about wealth and what wealth means for me in my business. In my world, the new era of wealth means that we have the opportunity to tap into the power within us. It means that we have the opportunity to tap into wealth that is available for us. It means that we have the potential to create anything that we desire that we originally, once upon a time, thought was never possible. New era of wealth to me feels like we have the permission to shift gracefully from our discomfort, from our comfort zone into our discomfort, where we can experience exponential growth, exponential wealth, exponential revenue. That is the new era of wealth for me. What does wealth feel like to you? What does it mean to you? If you were to experience wealth, what would that look like for you? Because for me, wealth is experiences. It's the feeling of like unlimited. It's the feeling of anything's possible. For me, wealth is absolutely freedom, right? It's the feeling of I can do anything. There is no limitation around what is available to me. There's no limitation around what I'm capable of creating. Hello, beautiful Jasmine. Absolutely gorgeous. Freedom, right? Time. Yes. There's no limitation. There's no limitation on your time, no limitation on your revenue. There's no limitation, and it's just absolute freedom. For me, it's the freedom to be able to make decisions that of things that I want to do and create for me and my family where money is not our constraint, where I get to create experiences for my clients where money isn't my constraint. That is ultimate freedom. That is ultimate wealth for me. Now, although money is a metric that we can use to measure our wealth, money is not the thing that drives me every single day in my business. That is not the reason why I show up and I hold these conversations. Because for me, wealth is about the embodiment and the creation and the journey towards who we already are at our core, who we're here to be and what we're here to create. And that all comes back to your vision. Wealth becomes the byproduct. Let me share. Revenue and money becomes the byproduct of who we become and the impactful movement that we create. So let me know in the chat, what is more important to you? Creating an incredible client experience for your clients in your salon or your brides, or receiving the money? For me, it is creating this incredible experience for our brides. And the receiving of the money is an energetic exchange. The receiving of the money is the byproduct of what we've created for our brides. Similarly, when clients choose to work with me as a business mentor, I am absolutely creating the most incredible experience. We are taking their business to next fucking levels, giving the strategies that will collapse time and get maximum results. Money is the revenue byproduct of what we've created together. Money is always the revenue, the byproduct of what I create and who I've become. Is this landing for you? Experience? Absolutely, Jasmine. And I'm going to let you in on a little secret. The more I valued the vision that I was creating for my clients in my brand, the greater impact I had, the more clients that came and booked with me. The bigger my business became, the more awards that I won. The more I focused on my client and the vision and what I wanted to create for them in our brand, the more clients booked us and the more revenue we created. So I want you to reflect on the value of your growth being money is a metric, knowing that when we measure our money, this is a tool for us to reference the results that we've created, the growth that we've created in our business. I want to invite you to lean fully into this training, because beyond this conversation right now, I'm going to dive into 3 different strategies that will help you to align into the embodiment of the woman who has got absolute fucking confidence with selling her services, and the woman who has got 2 strategies that will bring her more clients ASAP. These 3 strategies that I'm going to be sharing with you, you can quite literally implement today and you will get results this week. So I'm going to be very honest with you. Our bridal business has gotten to a point where we don't have to use all of the strategies because our brand exceeds the strategies. We've had our business for 10 years. We've got multiple awards. We have got exposure, nominations, features, all of the things, right? We have got marketing that is happening for us without us. However, for the purpose of this masterclass, I actually used one of these strategies in the last week alone. This one strategy brought us in 5 new clients in 2 days. So it's not a surprise for me that this strategy works. But I wanted to do this strategy specifically ahead of this masterclass because I wanted to bring you the actual results that are happening right now. Because the woman that I am now, the woman that the brand that I've created now is I'm 10 years into my journey. But you might not be 10 years into your journey. You might be 1 year into your journey, 6 months into your journey. You could be 5 years into your journey. So the things that I'm doing in my business right now would not be the things that you would be doing in your business right now to get maximum results. So could you just share with me in the comments, where are you at in your business right now? Do you feel like, are you in the first year of your business? Are you in your second year, 5th year, 10th year? Where are you at? And from our conversations, for most of you that are here live, I actually understand that your biggest challenge is having conversion from your Instagram, understanding more about your social media and marketing as well, how you can show up more powerfully in your social media and your marketing so you can get greater results. Jasmine, first year, amazing. Amazing. And I know from our conversations, Jasmine, you've also shared that social media and marketing were one of your biggest challenges. So I'm really excited because you'll love, this is going to be incredible for you. Okay, so the reason these strategies fucking work is because this is a part of my visibility methodology. In my visibility methodology, 14 years, can you just pop your little name at the end, beautiful, so I can see who I'm talking to? Because I can only see Facebook user and I want to be able to connect. So these strategies absolutely work. And these 3 strategies that I'm going to be sharing with you are from my visibility methodology. My visibility methodology has 33 different strategies that you can implement in your business today that will get maximum results. More clients on repeat ASAP. Kylie, hello, 17 years. Yes, 14 years. Wow, we've got some powerhouses in this room. Amanda, I don't know why. I don't know either. Hello, Juliet, 5 years. Amanda, love that. I don't know either. Can you click the little approve button or like the tick button? Okay, these exact strategies are the reason why I went from 35K years to 35K months to 35K weeks to 35K days. Let that sink in. For the first 6 years of my business, I did not believe that I could create. If somebody said to me that there will be a day where I would be creating 35K days, I would literally think that they were fucking stupid. Like there was no way that that would actually happen. It's not possible. I want you to let this conversation land, really land, because the potential is that you can create 35K month at a minimum, continuously, consistently, on repeat. These strategies are the reason why we had 683 new bridal inquiries in the past 12 months. It's the reason why we have converted 33 bridal inquiries in less than 16 days. These strategies absolutely fucking work. And I hope that after this conversation today, you actually implement these strategies at least over the next 30 days. And honestly, jump back into this group and share with me your fucking wins because they are going to be there. These strategies are the reason why, at a very minimum, we create consistent 10K months of just new bridal bookings each month. So every single month, we have new bridal bookings coming in, and at a very minimum, we are reaching 10K months of new bridal bookings. This does not include our actual clients for that month. That is just new clients booking in with us who are confirming their weddings. This is the reason why my first ever launch of my group hair education for Wave Society sold out with 13 students. And I was aiming for 10. Could you imagine the feeling of actually launching your education for the first time and having these strategies where you can actually get maximum results? There's no learning curve, no mistakes that have to be experienced because you're getting those results ASAP. This is the exact reason why I had my first ever launch of business education at my $77,000 launch, my first ever launch for business education when I pivoted into business mentoring. I'm sharing these numbers with you because I want you to see what is available to you. If you're ever going through a moment where you're like, there's no fucking way I'm going to get clients, nobody's going to book with me, I'm not getting any inquiries coming through, know that this was also me in the first year of business. This was also me in the second year of business. This was also me in my third year of business. The difference between me now and where I was is these exact strategies. Don't allow these fears and doubts to become your reality. And this is when we're going to lean into our first strategy. The biggest shift between where I am today and where I was 4 years ago and where I was when I first started my business was not only the lack of business strategy, but also the lack of embodiment and energetic and mindset strategy. Because I'm going to be very, very real with you. I could share all of the exact strategies that will give you the exact results, but if there is one part of you that does not believe that it is possible, that belief will turn into a feeling, and that feeling will turn into an action, and you won't even do the thing. Have you ever experienced that before, where you've gone to post onto social media or gone to sell on your social media on your stories, and then when you've gone to share, you're like, oh, there's a feeling of judgment or comparison, or you're critiquing your own work and you always think it's not good enough, so then you actually just don't even post in the first place. Yet the strategy that I've shared with you is to actually show up and sell your services every single day. Can you see how your business strategy will be implicated or affected if you do not believe in who you are and don't have the confidence to show up in that level of embodiment? The energetic and mindset strategy. Has this ever happened to you before? Where you know you need to do the thing, but the thing is so scary. And so the thing doesn't even matter anymore because you're too scared. Your energetic and mindset strategy will literally amplify your business strategy. And I would argue that you cannot have one without the other. Because that is the difference between me today, me 4 years ago, and me 10 years ago. 10 years ago, I did not believe that I was worth any more. I needed to increase my prices. Okay, let's say 8 years ago. No, 7, 8 years ago. I needed to increase my prices, yet I didn't believe that I was worth it. And I was too scared to increase my prices because if I increased them, then I would reduce the number of inquiries coming through because I wasn't worth it and people wouldn't pay that increased price because that was stupid. That is literally a belief that I had. I knew I wasn't profitable. I knew that I was fully booked because I was undercharging myself severely. And yet I could not actually take my business to the next level because I didn't actually value myself. I did not actually believe that people would pay an increased rate for my services. So I just limited myself. Had I had the embodiment, the energetic, the mindset strategy that I have today, I would not have limited myself for as long as what I did. My business would have grown a lot faster if I had the energetic and mindset strategy and beliefs that I have today. Let me know in the chat, is this landing? Have there been moments of doubt and fear that have held you back from actually showing up and taking action with the business strategy? Let me know in the chats. The reality is, yes, absolutely. It's always the way beautiful, especially in the first few years of your business when you're still trying to build that trust and that confidence in yourself. And then you want to show up and share that with everybody else. It's so fucking hard. I get it. The reality is that your embodiment strategy, so your energy and your mindset strategy, is who you are being. Your business strategy is result driven. This is what and how you are doing. If you go to post a photo on Instagram, the strategy, the what and the how, yet you don't believe who you are being, that you are good enough, and then you delete the post before you even post it, can you see how your beliefs actually will hold you back and limit you? When the reality is the only way you get better and more confident and more courageous is by doing the actual thing. The more you do the thing, the more evidence that you create for yourself that you absolutely have what it takes. So today we're actually going to speak to both. We're going to speak to the energetic strategy, the mindset strategy. We're going to identify what is actually holding you back right now. And then we're going to lean into 2 strategies from my visibility methodology that will help you to get clients right now. The goal of today's conversation is to help you amplify both results in business. So I want you to land. I want this to land. I want you to walk away from today and actually implement the business strategy that I'm going to be sharing with you, the 2. But I also want you to bring awareness to yourself every single day that you go to take that action. What's coming up for you? I do not want there to be a moment in time where you will not take action because of the fear and the doubt that is coming up. Okay? Are we ready? Where are we? Let me just check my notes. Okay. So the first strategy is the embodiment strategy. So this is when I'm talking about who we are being whilst we are doing. Who I believe that I am will absolutely affect the result of what I am doing. An example of this is like the Instagram story or the post that I've just shared. The example of this is also like the pricing strategy that I've also just shared, how long it took me for me to actually increase my prices. But it's also an example of you want to launch education, or you want to build a team, or you want to actually create a luxury brand in your client experience. And the fear that nobody will book, or the fear that you won't find any team members, or the fear that they'll actually leave you, or the fear that they'll take all your information and like just go create their own business, or the fear that nobody would join your education, or the fear that students won't actually pay for your courses. All of those fears are so normal. I've had them. I experience them every single day. And I have no doubt that you will experience them too. The difference between who I am today and 10 years ago, or even 4 years ago, is that I no longer will allow that one decision, that one thought to actually stop me. An example of this is, a perfect example of this is my trip to the US in 3 weeks. Do you know how many thoughts came up in my mind to stop me from going? I literally consistently said, no way, you're a bad mom. This is not good. This is a waste. This is absolutely a gamble of the money. All of the stories that we would all tell ourselves when we're about to invest into our business, right? To keep myself safe, to stop me from going into the discomfort, to keep me comfortable in my little bubble where everything's okay. The reality is, and what I've experienced over the last 4 years, is that growth doesn't happen in that bubble. Growth doesn't happen in the comfort. Growth happens in the discomfort. Growth happens on the other side of the fear. The fear only exists because you don't have evidence that it's possible. But when you take action and you build that momentum despite the fear and doubt, who you are being, who you are at your core, and you take action, the business strategy, you will get amplified results. My business in the last 12 months or 24 months is a perfect example of that. So when we talk about energetic strategy, or when we talk about embodiment, I'm really talking about who you are being, what you're thinking, what you're feeling, and what you're doing. We reflect on the US trip. I had so many thoughts that were holding me back, and I was like, I can't do it. There's no way. No way. It's not possible. However, because of this exact strategy that I teach in my Femme Empire methodology, because of this exact strategy, I was able to bring awareness to that's doubt, that's fear, that's holding me back. and I could literally gracefully move through that. But me 6 years ago would not have been able to do that. I would have gone into a little ball, hidden away, and thought, you're right, there's no way I could do that. But because I have the awareness of my thoughts, and I'm able and I'm capable and I'm really powerful at identifying, is that a fear or is that actually my intuition? Because I have that ability, I'm able to make more clearer decisions. Have you ever felt like this before? Have you ever felt like you have a goal or something that you want to create in your business or in your life, and then you're like, every part of your soul is like, it's a full body yes. Like you just can't ignore this. You actually are going to miss out on the opportunity, and then you're going to be fucking heartbroken. Have you ever had that? And then have you had the moment where your mind is like literally listing off all of the things of why it's not going to work and why this is an absolute stupid idea? Absolutely no. It's only going to fail, 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 fail. What are your actions from then? Do you have the awareness that first those thoughts are even happening, that they're doubts and they're fears? Or do you only respond to those fears and doubts without even having the awareness that it's just your mind keeping you safe? Have you ever experienced that? Do you feel like you have that awareness right now? So I'm going to take you through an exercise right now because I'm going to help you to bring awareness to those thoughts. And I really hope that you come back to this strategy to help you identify whenever you're in a moment of growth and you're experiencing that same fear and doubt. Whenever you're doing something new and you're posting to your social media and you're experiencing that same fear and doubt, the more clarity and awareness that we can have around these fears and doubts, the more we can start to embody the woman who has got absolute confidence in selling their services, absolute confidence in leading their wedding parties, absolute confidence in building their bridal team, absolute confidence in leading their education. The more clarity we have around the shit that is holding us back, the limitations, the more clarity and direction we can have into becoming the woman who has everything we desire. So, going to take a sip of water. We're going to identify one scenario of what you desire and what's actually holding you back. We're going to identify your actual limitation in this scenario. So I want you to visualize or just think of a revenue number that you would like to reach this week. What is a goal of revenue that you want to reach this week? If you could share it in the chat, that will be amazing so I can help you throughout this exercise. $5K. Yes, a medal. I love the AA in the back there. So good. Okay, so for everybody who's written down their value, 4,000. Holly, thanks, beautiful. I love that you guys are signing off at the end there. That really helps. Love that. Yes, I love that. So good. Okay, 1K, 3.5K, 4K, and 5K. So now I want you to identify what is your average client value. So for the number of clients, so what is their average spend? So when a client comes to you, if it's in the salon or bridal, if you're going to focus on one, what would be that average client spend? Oh, this is going to be so good. So excited. 315, amazing. So once you've identified what that average client spend is, 280, amazing, amazing. 200, amazing. Okay, so now once you've identified what your average client spend is, what you want to do is you want to divide that by the revenue goal that you want to create. So say, for example, I'll use, Holly, I'll use your example. So you want to go 100 approx per wedding. Amazing. So for Holly's example, she's wanting to create a revenue goal this week of $4,000, and then she's got an average client spend of, where are you, $315. That means that Holly will need 12 to 13 clients in the salon to reach that goal this week. Now, if you have a wedding and you're wanting to reach that goal, and you've got, say it's like, let's just say it's, I can't see if that's Amanda. Amanda, is that your last comment there? The 100? Yeah. Right. So see, I'm assuming this is Amanda. I feel like it's Amanda. So Amanda's goal is $5,000. Yeah. Amanda's goal is $5,000, right? And her average wedding spend is $1,000. That means Amanda needs to book in 5 new weddings this week. And you can see from her comment that she's slightly freaking out about it and doesn't believe it's possible. Okay. So for Holly, how do you feel about actually reaching 12 to 13 not new clients, but bookings this week? Do you think that's actually possible for you? And for anybody who has done this exercise behind the scenes, do you feel like this number of new clients or new wedding bookings is possible for you this week? Let me know what's coming up for you in the chat. So Amanda's slightly freaking out. So I'm going to take it one step further, and this will actually incorporate a bit of a strategy. I have 10 booked, Holly. So amazing, Holly. So you literally need only 2 more clients, and that's you that's you reaching that goal, right? However, there's actually something that came up into my awareness for you, Holly, and I think this will be incredible. What if you focused on upselling your existing clients into products and other services so you can actually expand their average client spend? So you would reach that goal without even having to bring any more new clients into your world. So that's already possible for you. It would be more of a sales strategy rather than a marketing strategy, but it's absolutely possible. What do you mean? My eyes are always spirals. I love that. Especially today when you're not feeling well. We're doing numbers today. This is not a good time for you, Amanda. Amazing. So now, and I'm working the father's stall thanks to the work. Oh, I love that, Holly. That is actually so beautiful. Oh, that was Nick. Sorry. Okay, sorry, ladies. I can hardly see. I'm trying to guess who's talking at this point. Holly, I love that so much. That's actually that's really beautiful. That melts my heart. My eyes gonna water. Amazing. So who's mentioned I only have 1 wedding this week, $450, and she's already paid. Was that Nick? Or was that Amanda? Okay. So now what we want to do is we actually want to identify what is the booking conversion that you, Nicola. Thanks, lovely. Now we want to identify what are the fears and everything that is coming up for you right now. So when you say, I need to find 5 wedding bookings this week, or I need to confirm 5 wedding bookings this week, what is actually coming up for you? And for you, Holly, if I'm saying like, upselling your services or products, is there any fear or doubt that's coming up for you there? And Nicola, got a hiccup, sorry, ladies. Where is yours? I can't see what you've written in there, Nicola. See what happens. Okay. So can you feel that disconnect? See what happens. What if we showed up and we actually took action to create a different level of evidence? I know I can do it, and I feel like I need to post twice a day. Absolutely. But today we're actually going to go into 2 different strategies that are not about posting content, and we'll get you more clients. fear they are already coming for their first visit at the new prices, and I don't want them thinking I see dollar signs in their next. Okay, that makes sense. Yep, absolutely. However, I get that, Holly, absolutely. But also, when we are in our consultation and we're selling our services, selling like consulting and then selling the services, we can also then shift into their hair integrity, and then we can actually upsell the products from not a salesy space, but genuinely like, this is an opportunity or this is an offer for you, and that way you can upsell without it being salesy. But I do get what you're saying, and that does make sense, right? So that is a fear and a doubt that is coming up. But the reality is that your client, if you're their heart-led, who you are, heart-led, having a really heart-led conversation with her, and she genuinely, so just let this moment sink in here. If somebody sat in your chair and they had very brittle, damaged blonde hair, and they wanted to go blonde, would this fear of you feeling like you're pushing more money out of them or taking too much money from them, would this fear actually stop you from being heart-led and actually showing up and being like, I honestly believe that you absolutely need this treatment because I can't complete this service without you having this treatment? It's not salesy when you're serving from that space, because you're genuinely concerned about the actual integrity of your client's hair. It does at times. So it does hold you back. Yes. So whoever wrote, Amanda, yeah. So always thinking of Insta as all that matters. Yes, I get that. And for so long in my business, I thought that posting a photo to Instagram or posting content to Instagram was literally the only way that I could actually attract clients. But today's conversation is going to shift everything for you. So to wrap this strategy up, I wanted to help you identify what are the fears that are coming up for you, and actually seeing how your action or lack of action is directly correlated to that fear. So for Holly, as an example, I love you, Holly. As an example for Holly, Holly's fear is that she doesn't want to have them thinking that she's only seeing dollar signs and taking. And that's because she actually has a really beautiful heart, right? She's an incredible, incredible hair and makeup artist. And the reality is that because she is so incredible and she is so heart-led, the feeling of her clients feeling that way just is not even worth it. Okay. And I know that we've all been there before, because I've been there before as well. But the reality is that fear is actually stopping Holly from even being able to provide a consultation where she's being really open and honest with the integrity of her client's hair, because the fear of selling is too greater than serving the client and helping her with the hair. I'm using this as a real example here. Holly, I don't know if this is reality, but I'm just hypothetically speaking. So can you see how the example of Holly's fear would be the action or lack of action in terms of selling, and that's directly correlated to the fear. If Holly didn't have that fear and she had the mindset of, my client actually needs this product because this product is not even about the money. It's actually about the integrity of your client's hair. It's actually about your client having an incredible experience. It's actually about the longevity of the color in the client's hair. It's actually about her hair being healthy when she leaves the salon. When you tap into that, which I know is going to be so much more powerful, that will shift all of that fear and doubt. That will shift Holly's energy to be able to lead into her sales strategy for cross-selling and upselling products and services. Can you see how they're both integrated and correlated? So the business strategy for upselling products and services would be limited based on the fear of being too salesy or taking. But with one mindset shift, we can actually empower Holly to show up more powerfully in that one conversation, to see that it's not selling. It's not like you must buy this. It's actually like, hey, I want your hair to be incredible, and I really want you to have healthy hair after this. We're going really blonde, and it's going to be a huge change, and I don't want to compromise the integrity of your hair. So for that reason, I would really want to highlight and recommend that you use these products through your maintenance between the next service and today's experience and the next salon booking. It's not even a you must use this. It's actually just from a heart space. If this was your mum's hair, if this was your sister's hair, if this was your hair, would you be using these products and would you have this conversation with yourself? So can you see how that thought, that fear and that doubt that is coming up for, you know, only seeing dollar signs, which is absolutely normal. I get that so much. I absolutely get that. That can actually be a blockage or a limitation that we can shift that will help us amplify our business strategy. Is everybody seeing that as I explain that? Can you see how your beliefs and your mindset strategy can actually hold you back from the results of your business strategy? Your mind is incredibly powerful. So if you believe anything is possible, your reality will literally reflect that. If I believed when I did that I wasn't worthy of increasing my prices, then guess who I attracted? I attracted the brides who didn't value service. They valued a budget-friendly price. The second that I started to value my services and value my expertise and literally have brides tell me multiple times in a row that they would have paid double for my services, only then did the penny land. But it took me nearly 6 years for that penny to land. Way too long. If I believed at the beginning of my journey that every year my level of experience increased and so my money or my value should too, how different would my business look then versus now? Your mind is incredibly powerful, yet it can be the one thing that actually holds you back. It can limit your results from your business strategy. It can limit your growth because it's trying to keep you safe. Mindset has taken a beating this past fortnight, and I'm grateful for today to be the tipping point to refresh my momentum. Yes! I love that. I love that. But I'm also sad that it's taken a beating. So I'm sending you love, beautiful, as always. And everything I've shared today is also with love, by the way. Okay, so let me know in the chat, is this landing for you? Can you see how this might reflect back in your own business or your own life? How your mindset can actually be one of the key things that is holding you back. Can you see that? Let me know in the chat, beautiful ladies. All right, so now we're going to lean into the 2 visibility strategies that don't include posting to Instagram, and they are a part of the 33 visibility strategies in my visibility methodology that will get you maximum results, get you more clients, get you seen, get you known, get you bookings, get you paid, and get more clients on repeat. Yes, absolutely, Jasmine, and Nick. Maybe can we also believe our clients have lots of money so we don't feel bad about asking for payments? Absolutely. That also comes down to your marketing and who you're targeting as well, right? So when you are marketing to the bride or the client who has the money, who does value a high level of experience, who does value a luxury brand, who does value all of the beautiful little add-ons and details to the experience and doesn't just value a hair or makeup service alone, then you can absolutely target the client who actually has the money, because I'm one of those clients. I am one of those clients. I am one of those clients who will literally choose value over price every single time. So I would also recommend, this is a bonus strategy, also recommend reflecting on, is your marketing actually talking to that client who values experience, or are you speaking and using language that is like budget friendly or most affordable or any of those words, which is also what I used to do at the beginning of my business journey. I used words specifically, language specifically that would speak directly to the price shopping client or bride. I literally praised myself on being affordable. That was one of the CEO search terms that I used in my website copy. So this is a great opportunity and a separate business strategy that you can reflect on. Is your language in your marketing? Is your language and copy on your website, in your content, is it speaking and attracting to the woman who has got that value, who has got the value and the money? Or is it speaking to the bride who is budget conscious, price shopping, only concerned about how cheap she can get the service for? Okay, that was the bonus strategy. You're welcome. Okay, so now we're going to lead into the 2 visibility strategies that you can use today, and this will get you more clients ASAP. Got to run, but I'll watch the repeat. Absolutely beautiful. Big love. Amazing. So these 2 strategies are from my visibility methodology. These will get you more clients, will get you seen, get you known, get you more bookings, and it will get you paid, and it will get you more clients on repeat. ASAP. Now, I'm going to be very real with you. One of the biggest challenges as a business that bridal businesses have is that we have to consistently find new clients every single month. The reality is that a bride will only get married once. That's the idea. Most business models can rely on repeat clients, repeat experiences. Salons can rely on repeat clients. Bridal businesses cannot. Bridal businesses can rely on referral and networking and community and exposure and visibility as well as your marketing, but it cannot rely on repeat bridal services from that one client alone. This is why in expansion, I really focus on trying to expand you into offering other services that could complement the bridal. So then you can actually transition your one bride into becoming a client and becoming a return client for other services. So Kylie, this is a perfect example of yours, right? So you've got your event, your wedding, hair and makeup and tans, and then you can transition them from a bride into becoming a regular client of yours. For anybody who offers different services outside of bridal that is complementary to the bridal experience, this is fucking phenomenal for you. This is another bonus tip, by the way, another bonus strategy. But this is the way that you can actually create more leverage from the existing offers and services that you are currently offering in your business, and you can transition your bride into becoming a lifetime client. So you get off of the hamster wheel of trying to find new brides every single month. This is why marketing is actually a lot harder for bridal businesses. The reality is that if you want to create, so let's just talk about bridal and salon for a minute. When a bridal business launches, they ideally want to launch and find about, let's just say 50 brides each year, baseline, right? And then next year with growth, it'll go to 70. And then the following year, 90. And then the following year, 150, let's just say. With a salon, if you've got an incredible product, an incredible service, an incredible client experience, and you offer the most incredible transformations for your clients and they're obsessed with you, very much like Holly, very much like Amanda, very much like each and every one of you. If you offer that, you rarely have to market continuously to attract more clients. There is a reason why when you become fully booked, you are no longer accepting new clients. Have you seen a bridal business ever say that they're no longer accepting new clients? It's because with a salon, the client is consistently repeating and coming back to you for that same service. You're only acquiring, let's just say 20 clients when you first launch a business. And if you keep retaining those clients, you don't even have to market anymore. But for a bridal business, you literally have to consistently market because that bride's getting married once, unless you can transition them from a bride into becoming a salon client or another service of yours. Is that landing? So for that reason alone, it is very important for us to amplify our actual visibility with our community. It's very important that our strategies actually get results. Have you ever posted a photo on Instagram and thought, I don't even know why I'm bothering. I don't even know if I'm getting results. I'm not even getting inquiries. This doesn't feel like it's working. Let me know in the chat if that lands, if you've experienced that. Absolutely. Yes, yes, yes. That is because okay, let me know also in the chat if up until this point, this very conversation, you only thought that marketing was posting photos to your Instagram or posting content to your Instagram. That was marketing. That was your strategy for your marketing. Do you believe that, or do you have awareness that there's other strategies that you can use to bring in more clients consistently on repeat? I'm going to be that's what I thought. Yep. Same. I get it, because that was also me for a good chunk of my time. That is and has been my strategy. Yes, yes, and no. Okay, amazing. Thank you for sharing, ladies. Today, I'm going to share with you 2 strategies because we want to leverage your Instagram through your communities, but we also want to leverage your communities in your Facebook as well. There are so many other strategies, but these 2 strategies will get you incredible results, especially in the early stages of your business, or if you're growing a team and you're wanting your team to become fully booked as well. So the first one we're going to speak to is leveraging your community's audience on IG with your lead gen strategy. So what that looks like is you getting involved in styled shoots. Now, this is specifically for your early stages of business. So for Jasmine, this will be incredible for you, is to gain more exposure and visibility and to create incredible content, because styled shoots obviously create incredible high quality content. And what stops the scroll? High quality content. We want to stop the scroll. We want to grab the attention and we want to convert them into an inquiry in our content. That is the goal. Every time we post, that is the absolute goal. Now, how you can take that one posting strategy, I think I need to, Holly, I was actually thinking of you today when we were talking in Q&A, because this will be incredible for you. Absolutely. So what we want to do is with that one piece of content, we want to gain more visibility and more exposure with our community and their audience. So how do we do that? We actually tag them in the collaboration. So let's say you book in a monthly, if I'm going to go back in time and I'm going to start my business and I'm going to launch it all over again, this is what I would do. I would organize or be involved in monthly styled shoots for at least 6 months. I want high quality content that is going to stop the scroll, but I also want to reach as many audiences as possible. I want it to be on steroids. I want my name to be seen everywhere and anywhere. Omnipresence. Don't underestimate the absolute transformation that omnipresence can have on your brand when you're first starting. This is the way that you will get seen by more audiences, get seen by their audience. So what I would do is every month I'd be involved in a TFP or a styled shoot. This is where you're trading your time for pay. So you're not getting paid for it, but you're all coming together and collaborating. And through that collaboration, you all get incredible high quality content. Through that collaboration, you also then build a network of vendors in your community who also have your soul aligned client in their audience. Now, I'm going to be very honest with you. Be very selective with who you do these styled shoots with. I'll get to your question in a minute, beautiful. Be very selective with who you do these styled shoots with. Do not just choose anybody. Choose vendors who have your soul aligned client in their audience. Do you remember that bonus strategy I shared with you around your marketing and your language that you're using to attract your soul aligned client? Work with vendors who have high quality clients or high quality content and are attracting high level brides and clients into their world. It's really important to be really intentional with who you're strategically collaborating with, because you want to collaborate with your ideal client. So for that reason, I would not, for example, collaborate with, okay, if we're going to talk about my business education for a minute here, I would not collaborate with, okay, let's talk about hair education. That might be easier. If I'm a hair educator and I'm wanting to build more network, I would not collaborate with a bridal planner, because the bridal planner does not have hair or makeup artists in her community who are looking for education. I would collaborate with a global makeup artist or another global hair educator or some other brand or company that has my audience in theirs. So, who are my ideal client and where are they hanging out? And wherever they're hanging out is who I would be collaborating with. Is this landing? So if you're further along in your journey and you already have bridal bookings, you can still use this same strategy with your existing brides testimonials or with your real bride content. So the content that your photographer sends through to you, you can use that content and basically treat it the same as a collaboration for a styled shoot, but it's a real bride. So to do that, you want to tag every single vendor in that photo who was a part of the wedding day or the styled shoot. And you also want to tag them in your caption. This will get you seen by more of your audience, because you're actually getting seen in their audience. And the more omnipresence that you can build for your brand, the more brand awareness that you will build, the more clients that will find you. Because guess what? When a bride is looking for bridal hair and makeup, they're also looking for a florist. They're also looking for a venue. They're also looking for a photographer. They're also looking for a planner. They're also looking for a stylist. And if you're on every single one of those pages, guess who they're going to come look for? You. This is the way that you can get seen by more eyeballs ASAP. Now, I'm going to give you another bonus strategy, which will take it one step further. I would every single day be engaging with these accounts, because I want to build a community with these accounts. So if you are consistently engaging with their content and further engaging with the followers on their page, you will build more authority and credibility, and you will get seen by more of their audience. But let's take it one step further. If they're on their page and they're already a bride that is booked in with them, they've already got trust with that vendor, which means that if they've got trust with that vendor, you can actually borrow that trust by building that relationship. So I'll give you an example, right? Renee Marie from Renee Bridal Education. Everybody knows Renee. Renee and I are like this. We get along like a house on fire. Do you know how many clients have come into my world since being connected to Renee? Because they already have the trust in Renee. So they already see that me and Renee are like this. And so they already have more trust in me. It's like borrowed trust because of the connection that you've created. When somebody if you came into my world and somebody recommended me to you, and you trusted that person, you would feel so much more comfortable that you could trust me so much more because your friend has referred me to you. It's the same for bridal. If you want to get a more higher qualified lead in your business, there is nothing that will be more higher qualified than somebody referring you as in a past bridal client, or somebody recommending you as in your community of vendors. Do you know how many times we've had brides come into our business who just book like that because we've been referred or because we've been recommended? This is how you can scale your marketing and reach so many more eyeballs than you ever thought was possible with this one strategy. Because the reality is, we're going a little bit over time, sorry, ladies. The reality is that if you post one photo to Instagram, only your community and a small portion of non-followers are going to actually see that. If you post that one photo to Instagram and you tag 10 of the other vendors who were in the shoot or 10 of the other vendors who were in that collaboration for the wedding, you're all of a sudden seeing not only your audience, but 10 of their audiences and their non-followers. Fucking incredible. This is the way that you can scale your actual visibility through one post. This is how you can show up more intentionally and strategic and see more results. How was that one? So to answer your question, Jasmine, how do you find styled shoots? What I would recommend, beautiful, is to go onto your Facebook group, and actually look in your local area and look for TFP or styled shoots or bridal collaboration. Or what you could even do is going into your local bridal support group, for example. I think that's how we found each other. So even if you jump back into that group, and then you can actually put up a post and ask if anybody's doing styled collaborations or anything like that. You could even reach out to your dream vendors who you would love to collaborate with, and you can actually ask them if they've got any styled shoots coming up and could you be considered. So there's two ways you can do it. You can do the outreach, or you could jump into a Facebook group and ask for recommendations or referrals that way. Amazing. So visibility strategy number 2, leveraging your local communities on Facebook with your lead gen strategy. This is how I was sharing with you how we got 5 clients in 2 days just last week using this one strategy. So what I would recommend is that you jump and do some research for 3 to 5 highly converting, high value Facebook communities. Now, what is a high value Facebook community? It is a Facebook community that has actually got brides actively engaging in conversation on posts. We've all been into a Facebook group where it looks like it's incredible, and then you get into the Facebook group and there's just no engagement, there's no activity, and all it is just people posting and selling their services. That is not high value. I would not even waste your time in those groups. What I would do is I would look for 3 to 5 high value groups where brides are engaging, vendors are engaging. It's like a community where vendors are offering value and brides are offering value. Those groups are high value. You want to spend 15 minutes each day in those groups. And you want to search the group for brides or clients who are looking and requesting for recommendations and referrals of the exact services, the exact products, or the exact education that you are selling. Okay. Yep. So I'll get back to that one. All right, beautiful. So what you want to do is you want to jump into those Facebook groups and you want to search for bridal hairstylist, makeup, hair and makeup, or if you're if you offer event hair and makeup, for example, you could be like event hair and makeup. You want to search for the terms that your soul aligned client will be using. So you want to search for example, blondes. So Holly, you could search for like Sydney blondes, or it would be like blondes or home salon or hair salon or with blondes, right? So that's what you would do is you want to search specifically for the terms that they would be searching for to find you. And then what you want to do is you want to actually leave your lead gen response on their post. Now, I'm going to be very real with you. The way you can create and convert more brides in this one strategy is to create a lead gen response that is going to blow their minds, that is going to stand out. Not just a link of your website, not just a link of your Instagram, not just a link or even just writing the words of your business name. This is your opportunity to stand out. And the reason why this is important is because if not only for this one bride, maybe this one bride won't even book with you, right? There's a reality that she might not even book with you, or there's a reality that by the time you post on that post, she would have already booked someone. There's that potential. However, there's also the potential that every other bride that comes into that group who's searching for those exact terms will literally find you, and they will literally find your post, and they won't even need to post themselves because they've already been obsessed with your standout lead generation response comment. This is how you can create more inquiries without even being salesy. You don't even have to put a post up in the Facebook group that's like, I'm a bridal hairstylist and this is my services and these are my looks. You don't even have to do that. You can literally respond to the client who is literally looking for you. And that converts at a higher rate than even putting in a sales post. If you reflect through those groups, you'll see the posts that do extremely well and the posts that don't. The posts that don't are the typical salesy posts. In fact, I would argue that those posts would not even worthwhile. Okay. Amazing. I'll get to that. So respond to each post asking for a referral or a recommendation with a highly converting and standout lead generation response. And you could share that. Would it feel really good for you if I share what our lead generation response is to make you, so you can really see how standout and how vibrant our response is? This is the reason why we've gotten 5 clients in 2 days. Let me know if you want me to share that with you. I can add that to the Facebook group after our call. Yeah, amazing. I'll do that. Okay. So, Holly, where are you? I've had so much trouble trying to find high value groups, and any tips on what exactly to search for? Okay. Do you know what I might do? Would it feel really good for you if once we finish this training, I actually jump on and do a recording of how I look for high value groups so you can actually find them yourself in your area? So I can take you through what I'm looking for and I take you through what to search for. And then I can show you how you can respond with that lead generation template. Would that feel really good? I think that's a yes. Okay. Yes, amazing. All right. Melbourne Brides is the only one. Yeah. And so there might even be a reality that there might only be 1 to 2 high value, high quality groups. But even if there's only 1 to 2, and that is the place that every one of those Melbourne brides are going to, that is going to be the place to hang out. Now, okay, so how do I do that? Currently, I just answer their questions. I'll put that in the training as well. I'll share with you how we do it. So answering questions is incredible, especially if you answer the question in a certain way, which really makes you stand out because you want to highlight your expertise and your authority to speak to the topic. I'll share an example on that as well. Let me write this down. So you want to answer with authority so that when somebody else, because the reality is that somebody might be searching for that. So say, for example, a bride's like, I'm not sure who wrote that. Was it Holly who wrote that? I'm not sure. But the reality is that even if there was a bride that was asking a question and then you jump on and you answer it, right? And you're like, you answer and you give back feedback or value, which is incredible. You can do that. And then you can also add a level of credibility and authority to that, which will make you stand out. Then there's also the additional aspect, which is any future bride who could also be asking the same question will actually be searching for those same terms. And then what will happen is that they will then find you. But they won't just find the post, they will actually find you standing out on the post. And when you stand out on the post, guess where they go? To you. So I will add that. So answering with authority, lead gen response, comment. And also, what was the other one? How to find high value Facebook groups. Amazing. And I'll also do how to find TFP. Okay, perfect. Okay, so once we jump off here, I will put that up and post into the Facebook group, into the Bridal Beauty Bosses. Let me just check the comments and see in what time block are you guys interacting with aligned vendors and engaging on these pages? That is a great question, Holly. So I have found in our experience it's been lunchtime or evenings are the higher engaging times in Facebook groups. So I find that the brides are generally jumping on scrolling at lunchtime and in the evenings. So I would focus around them. But honestly, even if you were not able to do it at those times, I wouldn't, write it off and be like, oh, I've missed the time frame. Like I would just literally just jump on whenever actually works well for you. Um, Yes, Amanda, I love that. They do. You give info and they actually love it. And guess what? That also builds connection. And what does connection lead to? It literally leads to trust, which conversion. So the more connection you can build and the more omnipresence and authority you can build in that group, the more referrals and recommendations that you will have, which means the higher quality bridal inquiries that you will receive, which is super important to converting and having a higher conversion rate in your bridal business as well. The best thing about this strategy is that you are literally speaking to the person who is literally asking for your service. And you couldn't get much more clearer or connection with that. Every time you post a photo to Instagram, you're reaching maybe a tiny portion of people who are actually looking for your service at that particular time. But on Facebook, with this strategy, you're actually reaching the person who's at that specific point in their buyer psychology who is ready to book their hairstylist or ready to book their makeup artist. And that is why it's so much higher conversion. It's because they're literally looking for you and you're literally responding to them as they're looking for you, which is the greatest level of conversion I've ever experienced. The actual reason why we've had 5 clients in 2 days is because you're meeting them exactly where they're at. Okay. How has this felt, ladies? Let me know. I would love to know what your biggest takeaway has been from today's conversation. Share it with me in the chat or the comments. I would love, love, love to know. Yes, you are welcome, gorgeous. As always, growth happens in the discomfort. Mind blown. Absolutely. Oh, and it's, you know what the best part is that the more comfortable you become being in discomfort, the less scary it is because you actually start to create evidence for yourself that it's possible despite the shit that holds you back. What stuck out to me was styled shoots, and I need to do them because I need content. Yes, so that's why I love styled shoots, because it kills multiple. Oh, I don't really like that saying. Not even going to say it. You achieve so much more with one piece of content, and at the end of the day, that level of content will actually be really high quality, which actually attracts a higher value, high level bride as well. You shifted some things with mindset energy in this class is great. Love that. Love that. Okay, beautiful ladies. So I wanted to share with you other ways that we can continue working together. And if you feel complete after this conversation, then that is absolute perfect. If you feel like you want to lean a little more deeper into the energetic strategy, who you are being, or more into the what you are doing and the visibility strategies, then I wanted to share with you the opportunity to continue working together in 2 of my upcoming programs. So I have got Femme Empire, which is launching next week, celebrating the ladies that are already in. Yes. This is absolutely everything we spoke around, the energetic strategy to amplify your business strategy results. This is moving through the shit that's holding you back, bringing awareness to what's holding you back, creating a safer space for you to move into the discomfort so you can grow beyond where you currently are now. So you can show up and sell with absolute confidence. So you can upsell your services and products with absolute confidence. So you can market yourself with absolute confidence. So you can stop looking at your content and thinking it's not good enough. So you can stop thinking, I don't belong in the room. So you can stop basically with that judgment that is actually limiting you. We're going to move through so much. It's going to be fucking powerful. That's Femme Empire. Now there's Six-Figure Empire, which is everything that you need to reach your first 100K in business. So these are the 33 visibility strategies that I'll be sharing with you. We've only gone through 2 today, which were incredibly powerful, highly converting, incredible strategies, but there are 33 others that I can share with you. Sorry, there's 32 others that I can share with you. 31. Let me get my mathematics right. Those strategies will get you more clients on repeat ASAP. These strategies can be used for both bridal and beauty or salon, hair and makeup, all of the industries. They can be used for your education. They can be used for becoming, like having your team fully booked as well. The idea of these strategies is to get you seen, get you known, get you booked, and get you paid, and have that happen on repeat. These strategies are literally everything that I wish that I had when I first started my business, because things would have been different. I take you through everything that you need to reach your first 100K in business, so you don't have to spend 6 years trying to get there like I did. Now, whilst, as always, I was in the shower and all of the things flow through to me then, but what I wanted to share with you is I actually felt really called to bundle these together, because like I've shared today and throughout my own experience in the last 4 years, is that the results that you get in business from your business strategy will be amplified by your energetic strategy, from your mindset strategy. What you do is amplified by who you are. So for that reason, I want to bundle these available for you today. Normally, these are $555, and that price goes up to $1,000, $1,111 on the 1st of September. But for the next 3 days till the 1st of September, I'm actually going to offer this as an opportunity to bundle them together for $666 or 6 payments of $133. This is where you will basically be gifted access to the Femme Empire program, and you will have access to the Six-Figure Empire program for $666. On the 1st of September, these will go up to $1,111 each. So to buy these together in September, it will be $2,222. So I want to offer you the opportunity to jump into those before the 1st of September, specifically to the Bridal and Beauty Bosses community. Now, if you are feeling unsure of what your best next step is in business, then I also want to offer you the opportunity to book in for a business audit. This is complimentary, but this will help you to understand where you are now, help me to understand where you are now, help us to understand where you want to go and what you need to do to get there. If you have any questions, let me know, send me a DM. But after this call, I'm going to jump off and I'm going to do the training for what we've already spoken about. So those 2 strategies, I'm going to take you through behind the scenes. And I'll also leave the links for the programs below. But thank you for joining me. Don't forget to share and tag on Instagram to go into the draw for the 30 days of Telegram with me. And I will announce the winner next Tuesday. But thank you for joining me, ladies. Sending you all the love. Bye.